Welcome aboard, boating enthusiast. Today, I have the absolute pleasure of taking you on a tour of Surprise, a beautifully maintained 1977 Grand Banks 42 Classic. But before we dive into the details, let's talk a bit about the rich heritage of Grand Banks. As you can see here, this is one of the very first Grand Banks built. And Grand Banks Yacht has set the gold standard for trawler style yachts, known for their timeless design, exceptional craftsmanship, and seaworthiness. Grand Banks boats have been the choice for discerning boaters for decades. This boat, Surprise, a Grand Banks 42 Classics in particular, remains one of the most iconic and successful trawler designs ever produced. The Grand Banks 42 was retired in 2005 after 1,560 of these trawlers had come off the production line. What a heritage. Now, let's step aboard Surprise and see why this Grand Banks 42 Classic stands out as a true gem. This boat spent a lot of time in freshwater and has been meticulously maintained, updated throughout, and is ready to offer you an exceptional cruising experience. Whether you're a seasoned boater or dreaming of your first adventure, Surprise has something special for everyone. So with that said, let's dive in to Surprise. So this 1977 Grand Banks is powered by twin 120 horsepower Ford Lehman engines, ensuring reliable and efficient cruising. The boat has been meticulously maintained with significant upgrades, including in 2014 a new Northern Lights 8 kilowatt generator was added, and it only has 507 hours on it. Boat also has a 2,500 watt Mastervolt inverter charger system, 3 cruise air reverse cycle heat and air units for ultimate comfort. The Salon is so spacious. The galley's been updated, boasting Corian countertops, big old sink, stainless steel appliances, and we're talking ample refrigeration and freezer space. I can't wait to show you the 4 refrigeration / freezer drawers in this boat. Makes it a perfect boat for extended stays aboard. In the as far as accommodations, the aft stateroom has a double berth on one side and a single berth on the other, an in-suite head in the master with a tub shower combo. And then in the forward stateroom, that's a 2 stateroom boat, you have a V-berth and also features an in-suite head with a shower. It is a wet head though, just to take note of that, but that's not a bad thing. On deck, you'll find beautiful teak decking, a Sunbrella flybridge enclosure, extended swim platform for easy water access. The boat's also equipped with a lot of safety features, including these wide side decks that you can walk around, an EPIRB fire suppression system, multiple bilge pumps, both electric and manual. Surprise is really ready to continue looping or the next journey to the Bahamas or wherever your cruising wants to take you. Surprise is up for the challenge. So, spotlight up there on the brow there of the flybridge. Just a really cool boat. Twin 30 amp cords here. Love the side doors on both sides just to get airflow in. It was a beautiful day when we were out shooting this video. Love these integrated steps up to the helm. This is a Yakima bike rack, which is just kind of a cool deal, and then also a holder for the for your boat pole there. You got a lazarette back there. That is a door into the aft stateroom. There's a pretty cool little tender on here. You can use the, it's got a 2.5 horsepower Suzuki motor, or you can actually sail this tender. So that's kind of cool. Nice that they've got the 600-pound davit crane there as well to launch the tender. Y'all, this teak table and these 4 chairs up on the flybridge, this is such a beautiful area to entertain. Some alfresco dining, right? Could you imagine a little cup of orange juice, a blueberry muffin, or your cup of coffee in the morning sitting up there? Just spectacular. Isinglass is in pretty good shape. You've got updated Garmin electronics. They're not the most new. I think they're 6200 series, but they do have AIS. and they are updated charts, Morse controls, bow thruster. For those of you wanting a bow thruster, make it a little bit easier to dock. I just love this Helm wheel too. Just simple, unique. You're off to the starboard side here at the helm. You've got everything you need. Beautiful Ritchie compass that's all lit up at night as well. Just a cool helm. Really, really cool setup and ready to take you on adventures. Right, lots of storage up here as well. Look at the chart table. Here's your EPIRB. You know, room for a family, right? So look at all the seating. It's just a big area. Got a magma grill back there in the corner as well. The canvas is in great shape, and it's cool how it's extended over this aft portion of the flybridge. And then under this cover here, I'm going to pull it off, but that's the Suzuki 2.5 horsepower motor. I'm going to struggle a little bit with the cover, but we'll get it off eventually. And I did have to cut something out of the video. My wife was like, leave it in there, but I did. I dropped my camera as I was coming down the steps. So anyway, but so there's you'll notice that we're going to jump here in a second. But all the dark navy blue. Oh, that's important right there. That's a hinged mast, right? This boat will go down to 13 foot 3 inches. So you can pretty much go wherever. There's no part around the loop or any of those side trips that I don't think you'd struggle with. Love this. Georgia, South Carolina, those flies, mosquitoes, things like that. Having to be able to still open your side doors but have those screens up is really cool. Isn't the Salon gorgeous? I just love the woodwork. I love the L-shaped couch, but then you also have the separate chair. Really, really just a pretty area as you walk through this salon. Currently, a family is living aboard. The boat did the loop and finished it in 2022, but spent a lot of time up on the Great Lakes. This family bought it up on the Great Lakes and has brought it around. The boat is currently in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and so that is where they are. But the family is pausing their loop for a little bit. They've got some kids that need to get back to some friends and sports and so forth, and so they're pausing. But Raymarine, autopilot, VHF. Here's your Northern Lights control. Check that out if you can read this gauge when I zoom in. 507 hours on that. Your Xantrax controls, bilge pumps, tank monitoring systems. Everything's been updated. Look, it really is such a nice, neat layout. And this lower helm. And look at the ship's wheel. How awesome is this boat? Stid helm chair, y'all. I got to show you that. Right, we got an ice maker in here right behind that chair. You'll see it is working. Another Ritchie compass. They're just so pretty. Got depth right there. That part of this counter pulls up. It's a nice place to store things. You've got the EarTech headsets as well. I don't know if you guys saw those, but that's an opportunity as well. And those are going to come with the boat for your next adventure, just to help with docking. But you do have that bow thruster, electronic panel over here on the starboard side of the boat. I did mention the 2500 watt Mastervolt inverter as well. So let you guys kind of look through the panels, but all updated. This is not the way the boat came in 1977. Somebody has spent a lot of time, money, and effort to get this boat kind of updated to today's standards, and they just did a phenomenal, such a tasteful and nice job preserving this boat. This is a preservation, and now you're getting your first glimpse at this galley. Right, we've got an awesome stove and oven under the countertop, built in, super cool. That flat surface, beautiful sink. You can actually wash some dishes in, and look at that view. Right, and then over here on the right, these two, I believe, are refrigerators. You can change, but these two they've got currently set up as fridges. And then over here on the left, these two are set up as freezers. I'm so jealous. I wish I had that much storage on my boat. I'd have a lot more ice cream on board. They got their microwave tucked over here, but obviously that could move, and that will transfer with the boat as well. So heading down to the aft stateroom, the owner's stateroom. All right, here on this is the port side of the boat. You're going to have this single bed. So you really got sleeping for 3 back here in the owner's stateroom if you wanted. And then on this side, you've got a double. So up to you on how you'd want to use this stateroom. But you could sleep as many as 3 in there. And just all the windows open. A lot of the newer boats, the motor yachts, it's tough because the windows don't open, or you can't get that fresh breeze coming through. Check out the tub, right? Love it. Vacuum flush toilet back here in the owner's stateroom as well. Big sink area, hot and cold water there, big mirror, just a good place to get ready. And this boat's ready to be lived aboard. And you could tell that this boat was in the Great Lakes, in that, you know, um, the boat's up there, right? If this was in Sturgeon Bay, Wisconsin, it's only in the water 5 months out of the year, right? It's probably in storage 7 months out of the year. It's like kind of comes out of the storage, around Memorial Day, and then shortly after October, it's going back into storage. So I don't know if that's my math's exactly right, but it's not in the water. It's not one that's been sitting in the Florida sunshine 12 months out of the year. It doesn't have that salt water too. Now, I'm not saying this is a freshwater boat by any means, but you can tell the heritage of the boat is freshwater just from the condition. Lots of storage down here as we go towards the forward stateroom. And in the forward stateroom, we've got a V-berth here with an ensuite head as well, just making a great place for your guest. Right, and I just love the woodwork inside of here. You got access to the chain locker forward. And then on this head here, this is a wet heads, but you've got a large space for your shower as well as your toilet area. So very, very cool. Just a good layout, but 2 staterooms, 2 heads on this motor yacht, or this trawler. So look forward to showing you guys more of the boat. If I can schedule an appointment with you to show it, it is going to be located in the Myrtle Beach area. Would love, 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 love to do that. All right, last but certainly not least, I want to show you guys into the engine room. Really neat. This flooring comes up and gives you a nice big hatch to get access down to the engine room. So through the magic of television, here we go, engine room's open. Ladder to go down in there, and I love these Ford Lehman engines. Each engine is 120 horsepower. They're Ford Lehman 6-cylinder diesel engines. About 5,300 hours on them, maybe just a little bit more than that. The heads on the engines were rebuilt at 3,600 hours. They've got Borg Warner velvet drive transmissions, Tabasco water pumps. Moore's is twin, engine controls. It's got a Glendinning synchronizer. These engines are paired up to a 1.5-inch stainless steel shafts. They are spinning 3-blade bronze propellers. This boat's been really well taken care of. Back when they rebuilt the heads, they pulled the heads, they magna flux, they milled them flat, they reseated the valve springs were replaced, new head gaskets installed, fuel injectors and valves were replaced. You'll see the Northern Lights generator. It was installed in 2014. All the hoses have been replaced recently. This boat also has an oil change system. It's got a 24-volt bow thruster as well. Forward, you've got fire suppression system in the engine room as well. So lots going on down here. Good storage down here. Battery boxes. And easy to move around, and all the tanks, every tank on this boat, fuel, waste, water, all were replaced and all have been upgraded. So this boat has had a lot of cool upgrades, and it is ready to go cruising. So I hope that you have enjoyed our tour around this beautiful Grand Banks 42 Classic. It's just such a cool boat. And I look forward to showing this to you guys and then just getting it onto a new home that's going to take just as good a care of it. So, again, my name's Brent Bolin with Great Loop Yacht Sales. You can reach out to me at 865-216-7628, and I would love to help you get on your next adventure. Take care and have a great day.